Oh, hello, dear. What are you doing out here? On your way to see me? Well, flattered as ever. What can I do for you? Oh, you won't be able to make lunch tomorrow. Well, that is a shame. Something came up, did it? It's more important. You're not feeling very well. Oh. Yes, you do get rather sick. Not your fault, of course. Though, you do understand that I can't catch anything if it's something contagious. So, there's nothing stopping you coming over inside the shop, for example. I could have food brought over. Well, what I mean is I could go and get something and bring it back. Crowley has said that there's, such a thing called take-out. They deliver, apparently it's all very efficient, but I think I'd rather see the food myself before it gets here. Well, half the time when he does it, they send the wrong thing. Nothing a minor miracle can't fix, but, we're not supposed to be attracting too much attention to ourselves these days. Laying low and all. Though, a little miracle here and there. I can't help myself. So, if you'd like, perhaps you could come over now? No, you wouldn't be imposing at all. Hardly as though I was going to make any sales. So, it's hardly bad for business to close the shop whenever I like, considering I don't really want any business. What do you say? You can't get me sick, and, well, I'd hate for you to be on your own going through this. No, come on, I won't hear another word of protest. If you haven't eaten, we could grab you something from the cafe. Though, of course, I have tea and biscuits at home. Come on, then. Are you steady enough on your feet? Here, take my arm. That's it. Good. Right then. Were you hoping to bump into me today, then? Well, I do hope you weren't going to stand me up. Ah, you were going to phone, of course. I'm rather glad I did bump into you, then. Well, I'd hate for you to be staying at home, missing out on good food and good company. All because, well, I suppose it's not as simple as you being worried. I understand that when a human gets ill, that can come in many different forms. Let me get the door for you. There you are. Just flip that to closed. Right. What was I saying? Ah, yes. Illnesses. come in all forms, whether they're contagious, whether they are chronic, long-term. And I understand that perhaps you felt as though if today isn't going well, that perhaps tomorrow you wouldn't even be able to get out of bed, and, well, the thought of you being all alone doesn't sit right with me, especially not when you're feeling under the weather. So, well, perhaps, seeing as now you're already here, you could, well, you could stay. Overnight. I believe some people call it a sleepover. Could be fun, perhaps. You wouldn't be imposing at all. I'm offering. Of course, if you're uncomfortable with the notion, you don't have to accept. I just thought, well, you know, I've grown rather fond of you, and it doesn't sit right with me, the idea that you would be all alone, feeling ill, or upset. It bothers me. Of course, it's horrible when any person is ill or upset. I'm supposed to care about all humans equally, I suppose, but for some reason it seems to bother me more when it's you. No, yes, I suppose we are friends. I would rather hate it if I'd found out that Crowley had gotten sick and they hadn't told me. If they could get sick. I don't think demons can get sick. Anyway, as I say, you don't have to accept. I just would like it if you did. I'd like to help take care of you. If that's not strange to say. What do you mean you wouldn't want to be a burden? How could you be a burden? You're a human being, a person. It's hardly your fault if you're not feeling well. And, well, I like to think that everyone needs a little bit of company at least some of the time. That and good food. Oh. Right, I think perhaps we ought to sit down. Would you like, tea? Water, if your stomach isn't feeling up to it? Right, let me get that. If I'm overstepping, you don't have to answer, but for you to ask that, has someone made you feel that way? That you could be a burden. That your needs make you one. Here. I've been around a very long time. I've seen an awful many of your lot. And you're one of the good ones. And I've yet to have ever seen someone whose illness makes them deserving of being called a burden. Nobody asks to be created. Not even us angels. You cannot help needing or wanting other people. I think that's human nature. Perhaps even beyond that. Sometimes I desperately want company. Though perhaps the other angels would say that's because I've spent too much time down here. But I don't think it's shameful. And everyone deserves some sort of community around them. People who care. Who can help you when you need it. Especially if it's family. They ought to care. But I know that not all of them do. Though I don't understand it. How someone could be, well, cruel. I am truly sorry that anyone has ever made you feel as though you cannot ask for help. But, well, you have me now. And Crowley may act as if they don't care. But he does. We both do. About many things. Including you. So, the offer still stands. You can stay the night if you wish. I have plenty of room. I think I'd make quite a good host. Don't you think? I'm sure I can be attentive. And if the symptoms or pain get awfully bad, I mean, I assume you have medication. Good, well, I can remind you to take those, but only if you want, I won't force a miracle upon you without your consent, but if you would like... Oh, they will mind, but just a tiny one, can't it? Well, it's very sweet that you're concerned for my safety. I'll be alright. You focus on you. Alright? And even if we can't get you better, we can at least get you comfortable and well fed and cozy and perhaps distracted, at least. I can put the radio on, of course. I could read you one of many things. And if instead you would rather, if you happen to own a video games, if that's what helps, I won't mind if you play them in here. Well, yes, I'm making an exception for you. If that's what brings you comfort, then I suppose it can't be that bad. I doubt that there'd be one that I would like. You get to design the layout of the inside of your homes. Well, that's good that there's creativity in some of these games. It's more than that. So there's almost daily chores within the game. Well, I suppose collecting seashells and catching fish and shaking trees is all quite harmless. That's good. There are more peaceful games. You have your machine with you. You can show me your island if you want. So you're essentially just collecting things and looking after the town. Right. And what's that building? A museum? And inside it, you collect artifacts and creatures, and they go in. So it's a zoo as well as a museum. And that dapper young chap. Right. He reminds you of me. Well, I suppose that's sweet if he's passionate about the things he collects. As I suppose I am about my books. Does the game have books? Ah, well, I suppose nothing can be perfect, so perhaps not the game for me, though. What is it? Called? Right. But there's other games like it. You would consider this cozy. Right. No, well, I suppose it doesn't hurt for you to make a list of recommendations. If this is what you enjoy, I suppose I could sit with you while you try and relax and play that, and I can fetch us some food in a few hours. Now, I do have a spare room, though of course we could always camp out down here. That could be exciting. Oh, I could bring everything down we need. Make sure you're comfortable, of course. That sounds like a plan. I'm quite excited. Of course, I know you're not exactly having the most fun, what with the illness and all, but if I can take your mind off it, then that's something. Should I give Crowley a call, see if he wants to join us? So perhaps don't tell him about me asking the name of the game. No. Besides, if you have anything that is collaboratively player, multiplayer, right? Well, I'm sure, that she'll play with you, so. Yes, well, why don't I do that? And, you get settled. Do you want any blankets? If you're alright to move, they're over there, but I can grab them. What are you thinking about what we could eat later? I suppose we should wait until we know whether Crowley's coming or not, so they can have an input. Right. Don't mind me. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm sure if I tell them how poorly you feel and how much better you'd feel if they'd come over and help keep you company. Well, no, I know you haven't said all of that, but is it a lie? I think we both know inside that that is how you feel, so it's not lying. Well, anyway, I'm going to pick up the phone. as I say, you keep comfortable, and I'll be right back with you. I can't believe I'm having my first sleepover. Only took thousands of years. But, right. He'd better pick up. Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. Reminder that I have a Patreon. If everyone who subscribed to me here gave me just £1 a month, that would help me out a lot. Allow me to move out and keep making audios in a safer environment. Rewards of being a patron of mine include access to my Discord, ad-free streaming and downloads of all my audios, and 2 exclusive spicy audios every month, with at least 1 picked from your requests if you join the top fledgling tier. I also stream on Twitch most Mondays, Fridays and Saturdays, and have an Etsy shop called Empty Masks where I sell fan art and original art. My Etsy also now has stickers and other merch of my audio original characters under the The Vampire Prince section of my shop. My art commissions are also currently open. A thank you to my patrons, my fledglings: 3-in-1 Shampoo, Cellar Moon, The Lucio Archives, Ozuyuki, Sazi NK, Ebony Voigt, Soup Dun, Nicolisa Gonzalez, Fruit Island, Rain Cloud, CL, Nesquik, Fluffy Dino, Jordan Draws, Food Crimes and Fire, Ollie Mac, Rice Buffs, Ruby, Carrion, Livia Nacito, Euronaughty, Astrash, Percy, Kudo, Hell, The Soul Assist, Tiffany Boyer, Void, Zoe Marder, Aspen, River Heights Puff, Arbitrary Descriptivism, Joanna Cole, Roses in Blue, Era, Raycart, Sweetheart's Die, Emily, Sweet Jade, A, Tisness, Kit, Tommy Von Blon, Arcane, N, Nicole, MX Pink Suit 230, Tsukiyomi, Emery Barnes, Zorn MB, 675309, Goth Muppet, Peachy, Pumpkin Pie 23, Nicole Thompson, Dahlia, Valkyrie Ace, Despair, Lethandralis, Dawn Robin, Persephone Black, Oh Man, Lady D, Brooks Love for Music, Love the XC, Beautiful Fawn, Cecilia, Delaney, Lily, Fern, Persephone Porris, Oracle of BS, Alexis, A Mole in Disguise, Doomfrog, Sammy, Transpanda, Cue the Cats, Alpaca Avalanche, Philip Dameron, Steph, Astor ACI, Chris Vickman, Mark, Icy, Fowland Room, Demonic Anxiety, Deanna, Jam, Jude, Jessie, Ethereal Viking, Wibbles, Jas, Lindsay, Emily, Vic, Nee, Apthersin, Iris Evan, Amara Keen, Alyssa, Josie Moser, Pluto, Kiara A. Gross, The Sleeping Poet, Lee, Faith, Journey Burrows, Next, Mamaron, Sweet Milk Stash, Flitzkim, Earl, Bellwether, Pychan 13, Asta Sarah, Rowan the Hunter, J, Strawberry 897, Girl of the Pines, Rio Pornoglyph, Shelves, Doll Extreme, True Starshine, Capu Cups, SH7, Ophelia, Peyton Gann, Deleth, Incognita, Zelko Assaults, Irrelevant Listener, Freak of Nature, Stink Noodle, Desi Fowl, Lewin, Tea Time, Ace of Hearts, Bluest Jellyfish, Sister of War, Luna, Not Morgan, Gillian, Sid is Very Tired, Riot Control Camp, Charlie, Cecilia W, Bookstore Cryptid, Joelle McRae, Wisteria Song, Max Little Spoons, J. Aries, Ace, Delirious, Raven G, Ellie B, Lavender Kismet, Sunny, Darkin Luke, Julie Beardsley, Mickey, Miles, David Moser, Ost, XOXO, Chinoa Chisai, 236, Virgie, Willow Ahrens, Insomnia, Trash Gremlin, Coffee Cat, Rack, Courtney, Live Lahell, Ashkins, Annie or Alice, Cottony Kitten, 314, Ulf, Taco Grave 3, Angel Games Unicorns, Momo 99, Tired Soul, Ambrosius, Mad Hatter, Grimbean, Maypop, Collective Unit System, Blueberry, Foxboy, There's Something Happening, Alex B, Miravaria, J, Illira G, Marco 01, M, Mason, Casey Harrison, Warner Yako, Dal, Planet MB, Katie, Lady Dark, Maria Davis, Jania, Oh No It's Joe, Silly Goose, Icon Satan, Aro, Jordan, Omen Wantham, PT, Coda, Daniel Love, Cryptid, Peachy Sakura, Rendrigus, Crusted Blossom, Alexia, X Profane X, J Maze, The Roth Woman, Abby Cat 16, Charlie Rose, Skylar Sheridan, Clover, Black Cat Tobeans, I Am My Family's Loki, Amelia Flan, Olivia Osman, Sage Alexandra, Elizabeth, Aurelia Starfall, Cassius, Blue Flame.